The next reader in our series has published 6 volumes of poetry, including The Woman in the Moon, Beside You at the Stoplight, and Lost in Seward County. Her name is Marjorie Saiser.
Marjorie Saiser here, reciting some poems. I'll start with this one from my new book, Learning to Swim, available at Chapters Books. It begins with how it is to love to walk on the earth, and then it goes to being like a bird, a cardinal, about to be caught by a cat, but then, fortunately, escapes. It's called If I Had Wings at My Shoulders. If I had wings at my shoulders, I'd keep them folded, loving as I do to walk on the earth, take in her fragrances, kiss her sweethearts. But I've been stung by her jealous bees. I've seen the curve and rush of her scorpions, cried alone in her caves, been seen as catchable. There was that morning when the cat of my death placed one paw, then another, upon the wood chips. I fluttered from her claw. I knew how we must have looked, the two of us, from any nearby window, when I lifted my beating heart in its slender case, shingles to wire to branch, any branch, left her slit-eyed, tail twitching, she who must always keep one paw on something. I left her, small as a pebble, on a patch of ground below. And then this poem, let's see, what I'll do next is about how you feel that you might have had a really good childhood, but your siblings didn't see it that way, or the other way around. It begins with the person who thinks they had a great childhood, and then goes to the one who doesn't feel that way. The beef and potatoes on her plate matched the beef and potatoes on mine. Someone brushed her hair, brushed mine. The family dog licked her face and mine. Same this, same that, she tells me today, but everything different, just the same. You call that loving, she says, that was crazy making, that was crap. You were always looking at the skyline, singing with the chorus. I had a solo, flew in close to the hip bones of the buildings, my stomach empty, my fists like rocks. Oh, here's one about how comfortable it is to sleep late, take the day off. Weekends sleeping in, no jump starting the day, no bare feet slapping the floor to bath and breakfast. Dozing instead in the nest, like I suppose a pair of gophers underground in fuzz and wood shavings. One jostles the other in closed-eye luxury. We are at last perhaps what we are, uncombed, unclothed, mortal, pulse and breath and dream. I'll end with this poem by Wendell Berry, a very beloved poem about finding solace in the natural world, and that is what I hope for each of us in troubled times. When despair for the world grows in me, and I wake in the night at the least sound, in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be, I go and lie down where the wood drake rests, in his beauty on the water, and the great heron feed. I come into the peace of wild things, who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water, and feel above me the day-blind stars waiting with their light. For a time I rest in the grace of the world and am free.